G'day YouTube, we're here for another build rundown. We've got a 2013 Triumph Bonneville SE. The client Tony, a guy from Melbourne, reached out to us. His beloved bike needed a facelift. This one's not too insane, but the bits and pieces that we've done to it, a few select mods, have had a big impact on how this bike both looks and performs. Let's get into another build rundown in the Purpose Built Moto garage. When the conversation started with Tony about his Bonneville SE, there are a few key things that he had in mind. He'd seen our wide wheel scramblers and he really loved the look of it. But when he got in touch, he asked if we could make the performance and handling of his bike a little bit better. I had to explain to him that a wide wheel bike and performance handling often doesn't go hand in hand. So what we settled with was ditching the heavy alloy wheels. So the Bonneville SE is the model that comes out with a wider front wheel. There are 17 on the front from factory, I believe, but they're a big heavy alloy. So I said to him, what we can do is look at suspension upgrades. We'll put a performance filter and exhaust, chuck it in for a tune, and then the wheels that we get from Canyon Motorcycles will be a lighter upgraded 17 set with a nice wide tire on the rear. So this gives you that really nice low mean street aesthetic. The bike sits really beautifully on the road with the wide 17 rear and the 120 17 on front. Gives you the option of running full sport tires and then also dropping a lot of that unsprung weight. The thing handles really well as well. So to start the build off, we got the bike here, measured a few things up and sent our measurements over to Canyon Motorcycles. Once we got the wheels in the shop, they were wrapped in some Pirelli Rosso 4 tires. We're using a 180 17 on the back and a 120 17 on the front, which brings me neatly and very conveniently for you guys to today's video sponsor, Pirelli tires. Now, you guys know that we build a lot of different types of motorcycles here. We build super sports, we build scramblers, we build trackers, we build choppers, anything and everything. And when we can, we always use Pirelli tires. These guys have an epic range, a bunch of different sizes. When often you're building custom motorcycles, that can be the key point that's missing is you might want a tire, but you need it in a specific size. Pirelli have been a supporter of ours for a long time. We stand behind their product. That's why we use and recommend them all the time. So thanks for Pirelli for jumping on board and supporting today's video. So once we'd got our wheels from Canyon Motorcycles, we set that up in the swing arm, got our chain aligned. It comes with all the bits and pieces you need, including offset sprockets and stuff like that. So that was realigned. We hit up our mates from YSS Australia, got a new set of shocks with the all blacked out YSS setup, same height as standard. And then we've gone about fixing up and modifying the tail. So we wanted a nice flat brat style seat, still keeping a bit of comfort for him so the seat's not ultra thin. We've just put a simple hoop on the tail here. We've modified the hoop with a threaded bung to house our orbit brake light, so you have no bracketry or cable mess there. And then one of our rear fenders polished up. We've welded on an aluminium tail tidy here using our tail tidy kit and the Omni 3-in-1 LED indicators. So these are wired up because we have a brake light. We've used them as an auxiliary brake light. No running light on these ones. And then you've got a left and right indicator as well. So keeping everything super simple, the tail's nice and clean. We just wanted to go for a real classic aesthetic. And like I said, Tony didn't want to go too crazy on this bike. So what we've done essentially is take the Bonneville that he had, elevate it a little bit, make it unique for him, and then I put it back on the road with a few performance upgrades as well. Next job on the fabrication list was the custom exhaust. So I set Cody about fabricating this exhaust. We've gone out the left side of the bike, which generally is your B side, so something a little different here. The exhaust sort of exits, comes down, runs 2 into 2 all the way to about here, and then we've got a 2 into 1 collector that runs into the muffler. This gives the bike a really nice sound. I found out when I did our It was the Bonneville sidecar project from a long time ago. We ran a very similar exhaust, it was on the opposite side of the bike, and the sound that we achieved, and you get this really nice crackle by having the 2-into-1 collector quite close to where the muffler is. So you sort of take your two pipes, merge them into one, and then almost straight away you have your muffler. It just sort of changes the way that the exhaust acts, and just gives it this nice sort of crackle, especially on deceleration. You get this really nice overrun sound. So we've done that again. Obviously we don't like to repeat ourselves, but that's on this side you get to snake around this different style case, and then once that exhaust is finished up, welds are finished out, muffler polished up, some nice bracketry made to give you that super crisp finish. And now that this thing's been run on the dyno and stuff like that, we've taken it for a few test rides, that pipe's turned a really beautiful straw gold color as well. Again, adding a little bit more detail once we'd start to style the bike out. I didn't want to go and go too wild on custom making some side covers. Like I said, this is sort of a quick customization job for us. So we've just taken the factory Bonneville side covers, modified them slightly. We've sort of backed that with some nice stainless steel mesh, and then used the Purpose Built Moto logo, cut out some detailing on either side here, and then just use that as a little bit of an offset. So essentially the style on this bike was black, some polished metals, and the nice midnight blue that we ended up running with. So I mean, nothing too crazy here, but just a nice little detailing on the side cover nonetheless. So with the new 17-inch front wheel, we've fabricated a nice custom fender here. We want to keep it nice and short, really classic styled. So we've got our universal aluminium front fender, mounted that up with our DIY fender mount kit. So that comes with the bungs that you need, some round bar. So we've utilized obviously the factory mounts here, just bent up 4 nice clean brackets, and then everything's been polished here. So polished fender brackets and the polished fender there. Again, like ultra simple stuff on this bike. We just wanted to keep it classic, tidy, and give Tony something nice and unique to ride around on. Finishing out the front end here, we've got a complete PBM sort of front lighting setup. So we've recently released these headlight brackets. We often got asked, like, yeah, we sold the headlights for years and years and years. You guys know and love that product, but we never had our own headlight brackets. So I went in, this is a very simple design. There's plenty of other things out there like this, but I've modified it, changed it around, made it ultra simple, and made these sort of specifically sized to suit our LED headlights. So the bracketry is a bit shorter, which means you can tuck in your headlight nice and close to the fork, or as close as you would like it. So by simply spreading these 2 brackets out further, it will suck your headlight in closer to the fork. So you can get a really tight finish there. What we've used here is so it's our 41 to 44 mil headlight bracket, the 7-inch flashpoint headlight, and then our Omni lights used as the headlight bolts, if you will. So that doubles as your headlight bolt plus your indicators. Gives you an ultra clean finish. You can basically buy these 3 parts from our store and slap it onto your Bonneville straight away. The modifications are super easy to do. You just got to reroute a few cables underneath your tank, and then you get this really nice clean headlight finish. Again, with a a super upgraded LED. These are a lot brighter than your standard headlights. Now, finishing out the cockpit on the bike, we've modified and lowered the factory speedo bracket. So that was a simple job, just doing a little bit of machining on the top clamp, dropping everything down just to give us a nicer finish on the custom headlight setup that we just ran through. Used our Purpose Built Moto scrambler mirrors, mounted off the lever pivots here. That's a ultra clean way. You can either hang these on top or underneath on your lever pivots on pretty much any bike. And then obviously we've used our little brake fluid reservoir here. So another product that we've recently released, it just enables you to do those finer touches that everyone's looking for now. You've got a big bulky plastic ugly thing. They often get faded in the sun. So a beautiful CNC machined little part here that just links up to your brake hose as if it was stock. It's just a lot cleaner of a finish. Now, as this bike is going to be a commuter, we've chucked Tony a quad lock on here, and we've also built him a detachable rack. So the bag rack detaches off of the right hand side of the bike here. You've just got a simple mount made out of some nice chromoly steel, nice and light, and a bag that sort of straps onto it, so he can chuck his work gear in there and take this thing hooning around Melbourne City on any weekday that he chooses, as long as the weather's good, which is not very often down there. Now, often when we're choosing colors, we often have customers ask for the brown leather. I've got to make sure that it fits the build, because you can't just slap it on any old bike and it's going to look good. So what we've done is gone with a really nice flat midnight blue. Justin from Pop Bang Classics has painted this out for us. Really beautiful job. Used the vintage Triumph logo, which is from I think it was like the 1910s or something like that. Really, really old, but ultra nice logo. A lot of guys are using those on their customs now. And then gone obviously with the polished fenders on either end to match up with a few of the other nice silver bits that we've got on the bike. So keeping it really simple. Took the seat into Timeless Auto trim. Got this really nice walnut leather in sort of like an aged finish. Trim that out in a Brat style seat, and that was the job done. Now, if you're interested in any of the parts and information on this bike, what we've started to build out on the website is a page that will specifically reflect the exact parts that we've used on this Bonneville or on any of our other custom bikes. So you can basically go onto the website, hit the page for this particular build, and it'll take you to a shopping list. It'll show you exactly what you need to make this bike in your own garage. I'll start this thing up here now for you guys in a minute. You can hear it run, and we've got a bit of footage of this thing tearing around our local roads here as well. So thanks for joining us on another build rundown, guys. We'll see you on the next one.